Regional qualifying for the Open is literally a week away, and I really didn't need this to happen. This is the score I shot at Preston Golf Club last week in the English PGA Championship qualifier, and this is the worst score that I have ever had as a professional golfer. I finished almost dead last, and to be honest, it was embarrassing, worrying, and confidence destroying, especially with another competition happening in a few days, which we are filming at Ellesmere. And honestly, if I don't find something there, I might not even play in the qualifying at Fairhaven. It was that bad last week, honestly. So there's no point pretending that sharing a journey with you guys about improving and then playing like that doesn't make me feel embarrassed. Makes me feel like a bit of an idiot, and also makes me feel like I'm letting you guys down. I know that's silly, but it is the truth. What is also true is you're about to see 18 holes of competition golf at Ellesmere, which I think might be my proudest ever round as a golfer and as a content creator. At the end of that round, we'll chat through about the improvements that I made and exactly how I managed to turn this lumbering ship around. But we've also got a massive giveaway coming after 9 holes.
I could have really done with a wide open par 5 to start, but Ellesmere has a tricky little par 3, which I was very nervous about. Thankfully, I sent this wedge straight down the pin, and I left myself this 15-foot putt downhill left to right, which I'm still not entirely sure how it didn't drop, but it gave me a little confidence with my putting touch, and I got the feeling that it might be a decent day on the greens. I'm not feeling great with my full swing for obvious reasons, but I pounded this driver down the right and ended up in the semi-rough with a lob wedge to float over a bunker. The ball kicked on a little, and I definitely played it safe with the approach. And it was the same with this putt. I was just erring on the side of caution, and I left it short. I nicely actually knocked in this 2-footer. You could see my dad to the left there. He was caddying for me. This was a decent drive on 3. There's bunkers left and right of this fairway. I was trying to have a little bit of a draw in between them and just overdid it. But I left myself past the bunker, and I tried to draw in a 5-iron, ended up thin slicing it into a tree on the right.
To be honest, the best with the pin on the left, I think the best way might just be, just up there, I think. Yeah, it's just getting that contact.
I didn't really have many options at the base of this stump, so I just chopped it up a little bit, hit this pitch, and it left me an absolutely lightning 12-foot putt down the hill, which, when I was over, I knew this was going to be a test of my touch, but hit a really, really good one. Managed to drop it in, hold the par, remain at level par. The 4th is a drivable par 4. I could get there with a driving iron. I wasn't fully committed, and I bailed out into the trees on the right, but that was the side to miss. So I was missing in the right areas. That was the plan really for the day. This chip, I'm really happy with my chipping technique at the moment. I've managed to make it a little bit wider, a little bit shallower as it comes into the ball. And this was a really, really nice little chip. Easy putt, and I move on.
Cheers. My pin's left, 131, so it's just a wind behind it. Just like a 3/4. Yeah, that's where I was aiming to. Where I was aiming. Golf work like that sometimes. Just pulled it. Oh, I just pulled it. In there for a long time. Just 169 middle. 180 is my 7 iron. Don't want to be long of this green, so it's just like a knock on one of these and get the middle of the green. Wind. That's crap. Turn in.
Decent, it just rolled in a bit.
Yeah, just caught a touch off the bottom there. That's a better putt, Pete. It's 154 is playing downwind, and that wind is definitely now just across. Yeah, I just pushed it a touch. Just a bit swirling it. I mean, feel it now. It's that way. Cheers. It's definitely into, yeah. Right, on a down slope. What a lie that is. Cheers. Pins towards the back, it's 170 middle, that's the number really. Yeah, it's good looking all this. Not exactly an island green, but like the ditch goes all the way to the right and around the back. Cheers. Yeah, happy with that actually. Don't happen very often, I'm happy with that.
Just as you said.
Just as I said. Oh my God, what's happening? Cheers. I don't have any bloody nerves left by the end of this round.
So far, so steady, but giveaway time. So after the last Quest for the Open video, we said if we got 10,000 likes, it would activate a giveaway. And with ShotScope, that is exactly what we're gonna do. So to enter this giveaway, the first thing we want you to do is wallop that like button. So the prize, I'm gonna be up at Dundonald Links on the 7th of July. And we are offering 3 people a chance to come and play with me on that date and also win a piece of ShotScope tech. Now, after this video is done, you can go to my social media on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, where we're going to ask you to interact with the post which is currently on there. Now, this giveaway you can enter from anywhere in the world. However, you are going to have to make your own way to the west coast of Scotland. So head over to social media, here are mine and ShotScope's handles to find out more information. Good luck. And now let's head on to the back 9 and see if we can continue this solid play.
10th hole, and I let this one off the leash. 344 yards down the left half of the fairway. Check out the hang time on this, by the way. It left me just a little flick with a lob wedge into the green. I overcooked the pitch to avoid the false front on this and left myself above the hole, which wasn't ideal. But again, my putter just came in to save the day, and it was probably the best putting performance I've had of the year, and this was the best putt, just dropping in that front door down the slope. Now, don't fall over in shock, but I managed to draw this driver about 300 yards back into the wind, something I've been working on, and it's getting better.
It's 125, it's 136 back, it's just a bit down as well. I think 130 is a 3/4 wedge, it's 125, don't really want to go beyond this pin. Just 3/4.
This wasn't a very good shot. Pulling a wedge and missing the green left. I really need to be hitting these closer. My clubbing was good though, to ensure I had the right yardage. But I found a stinker of a lie. The ball was sat down really weirdly at the side of the green, and I was trying to just pop this ball, but it left it short of the hole in a tricky 5-foot putt downhill from left to right. I didn't hit that bad of a putt. I just over borrowed and bogeyed. It was a bit of a messy finish to that hole. I wanted a quick bounce back, and this is a tricky hole to do that. 200 yards, par 3 down the hill, which I hit a towering 7-iron into with a draw, because, you know, I can do that now. For a 20-foot putt, I can't tell you how strange it was that I really liked the look of this. I put one of the best strokes of the day on and managed to hole it. That was a really solid birdie. The only problem with my draw with the driver is that sometimes I drop the club a little bit inside, and even though this went a long way, it left me a very tricky approach over a bunker, and I didn't make the best job of it. Just like this putt, left it short, and I was like, oh, why am I putting so much pressure on myself here? This 5-foot putt, again for par, really, really good stroke, really happy with how that's looking, and I managed to save a par.
Where the fringe is just short of the green, and it's gonna just use it to feed touch. Got my landing spot, so cheers. Lucky. Take your medicine. Spin. Jeez Christ. That puts me at 6,400 feet hole today. It's a new record. Yes, basically over the white flag here. Checking out that last sec. Yeah. Roll out. I would have taken the mick a bit if I'd have held that. Yeah, I mean it's 180 front. Well, it's 178 front. This is 178. Slight down slope. I'm going to be kind of hitting a bit more down on it. And so where the marker post is, you got tree, and then if it lands short and comes up, that's fine. Just going to be down right at the green. It was a bad chip. Did deserve that. Cheers. Yeah, that is a good putting day. Holy moly. Strokes gained putting.
So why am I so pleased with this round at Ellesmere? Well, after last week at Preston, honestly, I just felt like stopping this series. It hurt that much. And heading into Ellesmere, I don't think I've literally ever been that nervous before a golf event before. I was, yes, slightly petrified about what was going to happen, to be honest. But I was absolutely determined to implement some changes. So I went back to my shot scope stats from across the year and I approached things a little bit differently. Now, to try and improve my game, I'm using something called strokes gain. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, I'll include a link to a video here. Now, you'll see that my driving, my approach play, and my short game, they've fluctuated, but they've remained all a bit meh. But in the same time frame, you can see how my putting has steadily improved in performance. But here's the thing, within this time frame, I have done absolutely no practice on my putting technique whatsoever. Now I hear you celebrating wildly. Well, surely this means I don't have to work on my technique and I'm gonna get better. Unfortunately, no. Whilst I haven't been practicing my technique, I have been working over the last few days on my mental game and pre-shot routines. Now, to see what I've been doing, I will leave a link to a Swing Quest video here. Very simple. All I've been focusing on is picking a point on the green and looking at it and trying to get the ball rolling over. So I've not been looking at the ball when I've been hitting any putts. Sounds a bit weird, but check this video out. Now, I didn't play perfectly at Ellesmere, far from it, but I do feel like I'm maybe just at the start of something better. I feel like I'm at the start of something new in many respects, not beating myself up at the driving range, hitting hundreds and hundreds of balls. I've done that already this year. I've done lots of practice, but I've not done really much work at all on the mental game and how to focus on shots a little bit better. Something which I've been working on, and it is incredibly hard to do, is actually being fully committed to a shot. How often do you get over a ball and you still don't really know what you're trying to do? And rather than actually take a step away, you just say mentally, just hit it, you'll be fine, just hit it. And it never works out. So what I've been doing is really focusing on where I want to land it, the club I'm trying to play, visualizing that flight, having a look at the target once, coming back to the ball, and normally that's when I'd hit. But I'm just having a secondary look at exactly where I want the ball to land. And I won't pull the trigger unless I'm absolutely comfortable with what I'm trying to do. That's spun a lot. Now there's the short put on 5 that I remember, and the tee shots on 14 and 15. All 3 of those shots, I wasn't fully committed, but I didn't back away. It's hard to do all the time, it really is, and each one of those occasions I put myself in a tricky spot. I think sometimes it's just nice to be reminded that you don't have to smash hundreds and hundreds of balls to become a better golfer. Sometimes you need to improve just on what's going on inside your own mind. And often the reason why a lot of players don't do that is because it's hard. It's difficult to practice the mental approach to golf. But I think I've found even in the last few days how beneficial it can be. So regional qualifying is taking place at 1:55 p.m. Fairhaven Golf Club on Monday. And if you do want to come watch, you are more than welcome. Obviously it's a golf club, so golf attire, don't bring any boom boxes or anything like that, and you'll be fine. And I'm looking forward to it a little bit more now. I know I'm going to be nervous. I always am, but I am more excited about the prospect than I was last week. I was dreading it last week, and now I'm, I'll say optimistic, but a little bit more hopeful. If you do want to check out the rest of the Quest for the Open series, click on this playlist here. These are all the videos from this year. Wish me luck in those comments below, and make sure that you enter the giveaway as well if you want that round with me up in Scotland. Let's get practicing. Mental game.
Hi guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick note, Pete hasn't mentioned it yet, but the final and last episode of Qualifying for the Open with the Open podcast that Pete has been recording is now out. So please go and check that out. We'll leave a link below and I'll put a little thing here as well for you to go see it. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you for the next one.